Oh boy. Ah. Hi. Yeah. Um. It's your boy TGU. How you guys doing today? Happy Wednesday. Right? Correct? Yes. It is Wednesday. So I hope all of you guys are having a great day or evening, depending on where you are in the world. Shout outs to everyone else from across the seas, as well as our people on the other side of the country here in the US who happen to be in a different time zone. But you see the title of the video. I want to go ahead and touch on a couple of things that came from the Harry Mack reaction that I posted yesterday, just to kind of clear the air about a couple things, both pertaining to who I am as myself and in terms of how I, one, handled a lot of these comments that came from the video, as well as the comments themselves and how I personally felt about them or how they could have came across. So I have some talking points here. I didn't write down what to say or anything. This isn't a script, but there's some talking points just to keep me in line and not so I don't run off on a tangent and go on a spill, right? So I got 5 points here, so you guys can give me about 3 or 4 minutes per talking point just to get that out in the air. Just give me the time to, you know, clear my name in a sense and, clear the air on things. That'd be greatly appreciated. But if not, if this isn't what, fancies you and you don't really care, then, unfortunately, that just is what it is. And I hope you have a great day, though. But yeah, man, not going to take too much longer. Love you guys. Let's get right into it. So for starters, I want to go ahead and apologize for a few of the comments that came from last video, in terms of, well, actually it'll make more sense if I paint the scene out for you guys, right? So for some of the comments that came through yesterday, as the video was, reaching more of the HMAC fam, reaching more of that community, and reaching just more viewers in general, right? There were people that came through in the comments and they had a very valid criticism. Hey man, when HMac is rapping, or when when you're listening to him rap in the video, try not to talk over him because it's distracting and it takes away from the video's quality. I totally agree. I do. I watched my video back a couple of times, and while I only really identified about maybe once or twice that I actually was really talking over him to the point where it could have been very distracting, I acknowledge that those times were kind of, you know what I'm saying? It messed with a viewer's, like, from looking from a viewer's perspective, it could mess with a viewer's enjoyment of that section, because you have me talking and then also have HMac rapping in the background, and and the people's reaction to him rapping, and you kind of want to catch what's going on, but you're so distracted by me talking that it takes away from the video. So I apologize for that, because that actually was something that I see could be a detriment to that video, and it was a very valid criticism. And with me being at work at the time, because I work overnight in a warehouse, so I kind of was just scrolling through my my studio app and just seeing what's the initial response, right, to the video. And when I seen those comments, I figured they were pretty negative, right? It was constructive criticism, or it's rather criticism, but it felt very negative in the undertone of it. So I just kind of took it as, well, I mean, if you want to watch just Harry Mack rap, then go off to his video, and I told him, it's linked in the description, blah blah blah. Now I want to go ahead and sincerely apologize for that. That's kind of jumping the gun in a sense, because I understand you guys are just looking for me to improve my game, right? And I truly do appreciate that. I appreciate anybody that's willing to go out of their way to, because a lot of times people, what they'll do is they'll just click off the video. They really don't fuck with me. They're just gonna click off the video or dislike the video and then leave the video. You know what I'm saying? They're not even gonna take the time to leave a comment, more often than not. But even if it comes with somewhat of a negative undertone, I need to take it in stride and look to improve from it, right? But at the same time, there's this thing too, right? The way I've always run my channel, I'm very organic, right? And very authentic about how I react to things, how I approach things, right? So if I happen to, and this is me looking into the future a little bit, right? If I happen to in a future Harry Mack reaction talk over a bit um, where he's rapping, right, and it's a brief second, right, it just might happen. I can't promise you that I'm not going to talk ever over a Harry Mack rap or Omegle bars video ever again, but I'm just gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to be better for you guys, because at the end of the day, I am a YouTuber and I look to bring you guys the best enjoyment possible with every viewing experience. So again, I want to sincerely apologize to the HMAC fam, right? The HMAC fans that came through just to drop me a bit of criticism, and I kind of jumped the gun on you a bit, so I apologize for that. And I hope that you guys give me another chance in the future, because I really am not like that. I like spreading positivity. I like being very open to people giving me ideas as well as criticism. So, hopefully this is a step forward and not a step off the rails, in a sense, right? All right, so this next point, I kind of already alluded to it a little bit in the previous section before, I want to talk about myself a little bit and the Goon Squad, and how I came about, right? So my big thing for me that I feel is something I hold true to myself, because I like it because it does truly separate me from a lot of different, especially smaller reaction channels, because a lot of times the smaller reaction channels, they follow the simple blueprint. Oh, just sit there stoically and react to the video, and then just had the whole video play through, no pauses, maybe one or two pauses, and then give all general thoughts at the very end of the video, which is fine. That's a fine blueprint, and I swear it works for everybody. That's why their numbers are their numbers, and why they get the engagement they get. But for me, I feel like it's very authentic to me, and it's very natural for me to, when reacting to something, I'm gonna get lit. Or get lit, right? I'm gonna enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have fun with it, because when you're a viewer and you see a content creator having a fun time with the product that you love, or the artist, or whatever else that you love, right? And you care about and you're a fan of, it makes you in turn excited and happy, right? It gives those endorphins running. So it's not like a strategy or anything. It's just the way I naturally go, man. And I've seen plenty of comments in the past where people are like, "Oh man, you brought so much great energy. Like, we love your energy, bro." And it truly is just naturally the way I come about. Like, I'm not forcing it. It's not anything like, "Oh, he's trying so hard to get lit." Like, no, I literally am just having a fun time. And there was a couple of comments that it got to a point where it's pretty nasty, people kind of spitting venom in a sense. And again, I'll take that in stride. It is what it is. I kind of brought it on myself the way I came at certain people in the initial comments when I was initially replying to people. But a lot of them were very venomous, and just making general assumptions about me, and trying to paint me as some brain dead person, or just some fool. And I'm sorry to say, that's just not who I am. That's, I'm actually very intelligent. I'm not like the smartest person in the world or anything like that, but I will stand on my own ground. I will stand beside myself if nobody else will. And I'm far from an idiot or a dumbass or anything like that. Just because I'm happy to get, hype or enjoying the content that I'm viewing or that I'm listening to, doesn't mean that I'm just a jester, or I'm a fool, or this, that, and third, right? So at the end of the day, everybody has their opinions though, but that's just me trying to clarify that on my end. And I developed a whole community, the Goon Squad, you know what I'm saying, from people who really vibe with me, who vibe with my content because they vibe with my energy and the will I bring to every video. So hey, so that's just a bit on me. Take it or leave it the way you are. If you have your opinion still, you have your opinion. If that may have changed your perspective a little bit, I just thank you for being open-minded a bit. But yeah. All right, this one here is a bigger one, and an allegation that I'm not truly a fan of, because it all ties together, right? In terms of the authenticity, in terms of me being very organic and natural, the way I react to things. On the topic of, I think I got called out for this a couple times. Some people were saying, "Oh, you're faking reactions. You're faking not knowing, or you're faking, you're faking not knowing who Harry Mack is." This, that, and the third. And then also people calling out my reaction for being fake because I knew the ending of the bars at certain points in the video. So to clarify on that last point first, because it's really simple, right? The reason that I knew a lot of those ending bars for his verses, or I guess, his, when he was spitting his freestyle, right, is because I had closed captions on when I was viewing the video. Now, while this happened accidentally because it was just on from, I believe, a previous video I was watching or something along those lines, whatever the case may be, it was on when I ended up watching or reacting to the video. Now, you guys might not have seen it in the video because what happens is that I record my reaction or myself, listening or reacting to something on my laptop over here, and then I take the video and I put in my video. So you wouldn't see subtitles and whatnot on the screen while I'm reacting to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a way. That's just the way how I was seeing what he was going to say at the end of things, and that's why you had that infamous part where he was talking about Instagram to TikTok or Snapchat, when he was going off the Snapchat into the TikTok bar. And I got lit off of that, and I knew exactly when he was hitting it because it's right there on the screen. I was reading it. Now, it's nothing fake about that, though. It just happens that there was subtitles on the screen, and so I knew what was going to be said around the end of the bar. It doesn't change the fact that it was my first time viewing it, my first time experiencing Harry Mack rap, and still seeing how extremely talented the guy is, and how much joy he was bringing each of the people that he was, rapping for. So, yeah. And just overall, in terms of the claim that I fake reactions or whatever else, I've never once had the desire or need to fake a reaction or fake knowing or not knowing somebody. Like when I first reacted to Sewer Person, my first time reacting to Sewer Person, if you happen to know who Sewer Person is, he's one of the most popular artists that I view on my channel, right? My first time reacting to Sewer Person, I knew who Sewer Person is. I had listened to their music, prior to my first ever reaction of them, right? So I knew of them, but I didn't know all of their tracks, and I went down a whole rabbit hole of reacting to and discovering all their tracks, and I could do the same for Harry Mack. But there's an example of that. Little Darky, another artist I had no clue of, and there would be no reason for me to fake like I don't know them for some clout or whatever the case may be. I don't care about that stuff. All I care about is giving artists a chance to not impress me. I want to sound conceited or whatever it is, pretentious, whatever the word would be there. But I don't want to sound like that. Just to give my audience a chance to put me on new artists or put me on new creators in general that I can really fuck with and vibe with. And that's really it, man. There's no reason for me to have to react or to fake reactions, because I just don't feel like it falls in line with what I'm trying to build here, which is authenticity and good vibes. All right, so now to double back to the comments, there were a lot of them. Even the ones that I found that were, kind of mean in the undertone, but still constructive criticism, I took all of it in stride. I truly do. I went straight to my Discord, and the first thing, I didn't talk shit about people in the Discord. I didn't do anything in the Discord besides tell my people in the Discord how great the H-Mack fam were, and how great the fans of Harry Mack are, that they're so passionate and appreciative of people reacting to this dude, to the point they'll go out of their way to make sure that the person that's reacting to him is completely well equipped to represent him in the greatest light, you know. So when somebody else comes along to react to it, it's not, oh, you know, now they feel a type of way. No, you're giving them the best experience possible. So there were a lot of comments that were like, oh, you know, you're talking way too much, dude. Like, pause and then say something. Like, it's not that hard. And that's really where the vibe came from. It's like the way people were saying things about how I can improve. It was like night and day. You know what I'm saying? There were comments that they were really encouraging about it, while also being, you know, very direct. Like, hey man, you know, you can pause, but you know, I really love the energy, blah 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 blah, blah, being very encouraging about it and very nice. And I took that in stride, and I was like, oh, that's very, you know, that uplifted me, right? And there were some that were just kind of just point blank, like, dude, like, you don't have to be lit all the time. Like, it's okay. Like, if you want to talk, pause the video. You're talking over him rapping. Like, shut up, dude. Like, shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up. You know, just being rude. And I don't know. Like, not everybody has to be nice all the time, but at the same time, you can't expect people to receive your message well when you are delivering it in such a nasty way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's better ways of communicating, and I know that myself. The way that, you know, I told people, hey, you know, just go check out Harry Mack's video. No, instead of having that mentality, TGU, look within yourself, go ahead and improve your game so that people, when they come to enjoy Harry Mack being enjoyed by other people, they have a great time no matter who they are. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm looking into. But at the same time, I wanted to just touch on that. There was a lot of encouragement, a lot of great critiques, valid criticisms, but it was night and day in terms of how it was delivered to me. So, yeah. All right, and my last point is future plans for Harry Mack. So, we just went ahead and reacted to the 45th episode of Omegle Bars. People were telling me he freestyles on the streets. There's even one where he's especially goated. Right, I think I've gotten episode 52 recommended at least like 3 times, I believe, in the comments of the last video. So, I definitely plan to bring Harry Mack, hopefully once a week, if I can try to. I just got off of quite the motivation dip, where I wasn't really too motivated to react to things because I was kind of getting bored of reaction content in general, and wanted to try to branch out to something else. But recently, the fire has been reignited, and so you might just see, you know, weekly reactions, daily reactions, whatever the vibe is, man. Because I don't want to promise a schedule and then fall off the schedule. So instead, we're just gonna go ahead and just take it as it is, just like this video. This video is really just like kind of like, oh, I feel like I have to clarify my intentions, my thoughts, my, you know, whatever, my actions, and get that out there in the air. So in terms of Harry Mack videos, I do have other stuff planned, especially for the first week of December. I definitely have something dropping that people have been waiting for on the channel. So no promises on that, and obviously Thanksgiving is this week, so no promises that a video will even be posted on Thanksgiving, but I might record a lot in like vlog style about my day, in terms of with me and my family and my friends and whatever else, and especially Black Friday. Black Friday is gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna be out and about, just kind of just going to war with people. So I feel like it'll be good content to capture. But yeah, I definitely am very excited though to check out some more Harry Mack. Dude left a very good first impression on me. And yes, again, believe it or not, this was my first time viewing a Harry Mack video, man. Like, and I know a lot of you probably didn't believe that from the way the video was played out or whatever else the case may be, but it really was. And I have no reason to lie about that. I'm gonna look right in the camera while I say that, because I wanted to be very genuine. Like, there's no reason for me to have to fake a reaction. I just don't understand that. But yeah, man, that's just it. Those are my 5 talking points. Those are my 5 general thoughts on the previous video in the comments and how I look to improve, and just overall what I thought about the comments and the video as a whole. So man, if you guys happen to enjoy this video and would be willing to throw it a like so that other Mack fam members get a hold of it, they might just get it just because off the title of the video, but who knows, right? Spread some love. I'm not looking for likes, but again, if you're generous enough, go ahead and throw one my way. And if you have any comments, concerns, whatever, comment section is open. There was also, okay, this is another thing, real quick, extra talking point, right? There was a comment talking about how I deleted a comment. Listen, man, and this is real. This is real, like, me to you. There's no reason for me to delete comments. I love the open forum of just having the comments be a complete, either a complete hellstorm or a absolute peaceful oasis, right? It just, whatever the case, whatever the vibes are in the comments, it is what it is. It can be chaos, it can be peaceful, whatever the case may be. But I don't shy away from anything. I don't try to hide anything. If I say something dumb, it's going to be there forever. If somebody else says something dumb, it's going to be there forever. If somebody says something cool or great, encouraging, whatever the case may be, it's there forever. And if I say something that's motivational, whatever the case may be, it's going to be there forever, right? The point is, no matter what type of timing we're on, there's no reason for me to have to delete the comments, because I feel like everybody should have a fair share of their opinion, freedom of speech, all that extra stuff. So even if they don't like me, even if they hate my guts and they want to tell me off, that's fine. I personally, it is what it is. I'll take it in stride, like I said earlier, and just keep it pushing. And, you know, hopefully your opinion of me changes in future reactions and in future videos. But if that's how you feel about me right now, that's how you feel about me right now. It is what it is. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it though. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you in the next upload, whenever that is. It might be tomorrow. It might be Friday, more likely. I might record something tomorrow and then upload Friday, or I might record something Friday and upload Saturday. You don't know until you hear that bell go off and you get a new notification in your sub box, I guess. But yeah, man, peace out.